Good morning. Today, I'm still having my coffee, by the way. Today, I think it's up potting time. Y'all, all my little plants outgrowing the cells. And I almost killed my microgreens. Well, to be fair, me and Ray almost killed our microgreens. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I woke up to them today. They were all like laying down and not perky, and look at all his side. This container was so dry, y'all. Yeah, we both forgot to water it yesterday, one day. So every day after the seedlings are like out and germinated, you need to water this baby up so much. They drink a lot of water, so good to know. Not so good that some of them are looking very bad. So I don't know if this container will actually jump up. Not sure. But look, these are the super sweet tomato 100 hybrid. And I just planted this out of randomness. Let me put it here. Because I've grown this tomato and I really like it. And I was like, I'm just gonna put a couple of seeds here and there, and then I can thin them out or separate them. Y'all, they all germinated. And they're outgrowing this little pot. So I need to separate them today. And put them I'm going to put them in a solo cup. But let me show you the other ones. The other ones are the cucumber hocus. And look, so pretty. It's growing very nicely. And it has this first true leaf. I love it. And I don't want this to get root bound. I've also heard that cucumbers are very sensitive with their roots. They don't like people to touch them. So I'm trying to pot it young. I didn't know how big these plants were, y'all. If I knew, I would have planted like one in this little cup. But we're gonna risk it for the biscuit and see how that goes. I planted 4 seeds and they all came up. And then I don't know what to do about the lettuce. This is my lettuce container. I don't know what to do with that. I just threw a bunch of lettuces. So I don't know if I should thin them out or yeah. Last time I tried lettuce, I had a longer container. It was like this whole length of it. And I didn't do really nothing with it. So I don't know in this other container, what should I do? So I need to investigate that. But look, my spinach is finally starting to grow their true leaves. And I finally, y'all, this is an achievement. And I'm gonna point it out because it's so little. Spearmint, right there. Do you see it? Something is growing. Something is growing. This is cilantro. We love us some cilantro. And dill. The dill is looking kind of like it's looking for the light, so it's looking very angle. But it's very interesting how little the plants are, how thin. I feel scared of even like touching it, so I don't know. I might need to I don't know. I don't want to pot it because I'm scared of damaging the plant. And these are chives. Never had luck growing chives, so no clue. Or parsley. And my oregano is still like there and with some mold. But yeah, the cilantro had mold, white mold, And as soon as the plant grew, it kind of stopped doing that. And then we have this little guy that I got in the nursery. And, oh, I don't want to break it. Let me, y'all, my knees are not that good anymore. And if you can see, it has a little baby growing, like a second plant in between there. And what I want to do, and I guess I'm over watering again, or this needs a pot, not sure. I've had very bad luck with this plant. This is my second one, and my first one just died. It sucks, but we're gonna, you know, just try to keep this one alive. And then down here we have the strawberry that Oreo keeps wanting to eat. That's what that is. He took a bite of some of them, as well as this one. This one he dragged through the yard. I was not happy. But look, we have flowers and fruiting, so I'm going to fertilize it. This is 2 weeks in of just uppotting these, and just of planting all my seedlings. Honestly, it's been 2 weeks. And then lastly, I'm watering these, so I have them like here in the table. But these are the cucumber melons, and y'all, these are growing so beautiful. Look at that. They're even like getting those like little tentacles thingies. And I think these are either zinnias or marigold. Very highly possibility that it's marigold. Sorry, Oreo's whining. And lastly, I want to uppot some of the basil. This is basil sweet, and it's growing wonderfully. I love it. Look at those babies plants. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to just pull them out and just don't even bother with the roots and put it in a bigger pot. I was thinking maybe something like this, but this is, I think it's a bit too small. I might just use one of the clear ones. Okay, y'all, so for the little tomatoes, what I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna fill these solo cups. I already made hold with this like tool that apparently you use to melt things. And I'm gonna just put it halfway full. And as the plant grows, I can put more soil in it, because these solo cups are pretty long and tomatoes get pretty deep. And then I'm using this fertilizer for the strawberries. This is the only thing that I have. It's been outside, y'all, so I don't know. I just pumped 3 here to this thing of water, and I'm just gonna let my strawberries soak. The directions say to shake well, which I've done, and then I think it's 1 pump directly into the soil for every gallon of soil. But you know, we're just gonna wing it, because yeah, we're just gonna wing it. I don't know how much is for how many gallons those strawberries have. I don't know. So, and I usually water the strawberries from the bottom up. They say that plants keep healthier that way. Y'all, this is the bottom of the tomato plant that I just pulled. And the smell that came off of this plant is just amazing. It smells so fresh and so delicious already. Like, I want to eat it. Y'all, let me know if I'm doing something wrong. I'm a new gardener, and I really appreciate any advice. So feel free to share your wisdom. So I gently separated, and I killed one when I was... when I was taking them out of the pot. It just fell in my hand and it broke. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 little planties that I'm gonna up pot. Cool. And since tomato plants have like little hairs, I'm going to plant all the way deep into the little hairs. Okay. So hopefully I can do this. I should have grabbed my stand. Oh, I don't want to grab it towards like the plant itself, but maybe I need to make the hole a little deeper. Hold on. Okay, so I planted the plant as deep as I could without damaging the plant. Let's hope for the best. This plant was planted last year, and the strawberry plant is looking very nice. I still haven't cleaned the container, but I'm gonna put some fertilizer, same one that I use, this Pump and Grow. So they said to do it at the base of the plant. I'm just gonna do 2 pumps maybe, because it's fruiting, so I don't want it to go bad. Basically, there's one strawberry that looks deformed. Apparently they say that happens when the water is not like consistent, but there's a bunch of little strawberries. Look at that, it's full of them. And this is just one plant. Last year I thought she was gonna die, and she didn't. So I'm very happy that I put it here, and it grew slowly but surely, and it's thriving. Yeah, and there's more flowers to come. So yeah, I wanted to show, because this is the first time I've used this. I used a little bamboo stake to make the hole in here, and it worked pretty nice to kind of like open up the hole instead of using your hands. That's pretty cool. So I don't know if y'all know. It's a good tip that I just randomly figured out. Okay, so I have them all up potted, and they're looking good. I was kind of scared of breaking them up, but looking good. And now we're gonna give it a little water. I did put a little bit of water on the soil, but not too much. And I'm just gonna give it a little water and hope for the best, and hopefully they don't die. Okay, y'all, mission complete. So we got tomatoes here, cucamelons right here, cucumbers. I potted her just because she was in a little container. So, and I haven't touched this. I'm going outside to the garden, so but I do need to do something with the basil, because it's growing very well here. And this is like the flower one. They're marigolds and zinnias, or pinks, I'm not sure. But yeah, everything is water. The things that were kind of outgrowing the things are already up potted, and everything is looking cute. Look at that. Look at that. All right,